video 6 of the Phoenix, Ramadan, Golden Lotus Moon, Black New Moon in Virgo. Now, so you're gonna need your weapons because you're going to America and basically the world, right, is taking care of itself. There's no leadership now. Who's leading the world? Who? The people. We, the people, are leading the world. And are you killing each other? No, you're not. I mean, yeah, there's a proxy war going on but in Ukraine where Russia was seduced into to that place to that nation, which you know, um, and to fight the Nazis, right? But nonetheless, that's you know that's basically the where where people are not basically free, but well, people are not leading their own, not leading themselves, right? They're not governing themselves, but the rest of the world is basically governing themselves. There is no leadership. There is none. And the world is basically at peace. America don't have no leadership. And you don't see bombs blowing up and all this kind of stuff. People are trying to live. That's what it will be like in the new age of Aquarius, living off the land. People are going to be too busy farming, growing their food, educating their children, probably making clothes for their children, or trying to find a way to put children clothes back on their back. I mean, keep clothes on their back. They got to keep their homes warm. They got things to do. Nobody gonna have time for all this, white supremacy and polarization of the society between cultures. They're not gonna have time for that. They're gonna have to be working together in communities together, and the energy gonna be strong. And there's gonna be a lot of people out of balance. Think about it. There're gonna be a lot of people out of balance, and people gonna be giving up their right to defend themselves and their property. Okay, people gonna need a lot of help. Yes, and I'm sure there's a lot of wise people out there that will be able to help them. Yes, yes, yes. But still, people got to be able to, protect themselves and their families, their loved ones. So you got to select right between life and death, and one already is already gone, departed, dearly departed, mentally. And the other one is here trying to fight for your human rights to bear and protect yourself, to grow your own food, protect your land, your right to raise your children, the protection of religious rights, protection of your own body, what you want put in it or not, the protection of life, the protection of the sanctity of the human body as it relates to child and mutilation, right? Sex trafficking, none of that. So you know which one represents life. The one who's basically for the American Constitution as it represents, life. Now, another important thing too is that what I am tired of hearing. Well, and also we need reparations because this is also a religious thing too. Going through the tribulation and after going through revelation, all this terrible things happen because of the the wicked history of Republic America and its enslavement of the Hebrew Israelites. So one of the reasons why America is really under scrutiny, spiritual scrutiny, is because of what its history looks like. So you want to kind of correct that by giving reparations, right? To kind of balance life America out. And enough of this too, talking about drugs and criminality if it relates to the inner cities. Well, who put the drugs in the community, right? And I liken it once before to surrounding the inner cities with water. The drugs is like the water. And then the people, when they swim in the water, it's like, now we make it a crime. We make it a crime to swim. We surround their inner cities with water, and we make it a crime to swim so that nobody gets away. Now, when they try to swim, we catch, but we don't release, right? We catch and we keep. right? For how many years? For life, for death by imprisonment and eternal imprisonment, right? And the justice does not fit the crime. The punishment does not fit the crime. So it's cruel and unusual punishment. Life in prison for swimming, right? In a community that's been socially, economically disenfranchised, but totally inundated with illegal substances, and then they're told, "Don't touch that." Like the illegal substances is like the fruit in the garden. God told, as according to I'm using it facetiously, so I'm not saying Allah. I'm saying God as it relates to the unknown creator of life, right? Because God spelled backwards is dog, right? So we're not trying to go there. Anyway, so now so in the Bible, in Christianity it says what? God created man and woman, right? Adam and Eve, right? And told them not to eat the fruit, right? And they ate the fruit. They went against God's will and ate the fruit, and they were punished by sent to heaven, right? And fell from grace, the crying chakra of consciousness. They fell from consciousness, right? So that's like the colonialist imperialism, right? Imperialist Nazis, KKK, right? Rebels, Confederates, right? Racist, white supremacy, circle circle the inner cities, and inundated them with ill-gotten fruit, right? And told them not to eat it. And once they eat it, oh, their life got to be taken, right? They got to be punished for all eternity, right? Right. Okay. And with life and imprisonment and total enslavement, right? And a servitude, a re-enslavement that again subsidizes the economy of the uh Corpse America, the ones who enslaved the Hebrew Israelites in the first place, right? And they're the ones who are trying to pass judgment. A criminal system trying to pass laws, trying to pass judgment when they have a plank in their historical eye, right? Okay, so you wonder why Ramadan 29 again, 1445, which will be April 8th, will be visited by the Passover, right? A Passover eclipse, the second eclipse over America that will be going to from Texas, right, to Little Egypt, right, in Carbondale, Illinois, in the near Harrisburg, right? And who was a senator of Illinois? Nobody but the abomination, right? Right? The one who had his man bride, right? And made it legal for the wedding of such a. It's okay for a union, right? But not marriage. Marriage is represented by male and female, right? Man and woman, right? Now a union represented by the state. That what can you say? For same gender lovers, that would be I hope that would be it's not sacrilegious. Let's put it that way. But so he was from Illinois, right? And he's the abomination, right? And him and his man bride abomination, right? Now, and I just saw a picture of him with a so-called shaved head, looking like he was ready for the electric chair. Okay. Anyway, and I'll post that. I'm gonna post that. So anyway, as I said, the second eclipse, right, will be Ramadan, and the eclipse was also in Aries, right? So Corpse America, you better get your shit together, because you're thinking America's going to be destroyed, but no, it's not going to be a Republic America. Republic America is born again in the new age of Aquarius, right? Rising from Gemini. Who's a Gemini? Who's the Gemini vested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to lead the Republic? No other than PDJT. That's the one that's sanctioned by heaven to lead the Republic, the resurrected Republic America, Okay, that's the one. Okay, so and I agree with that in the name of Allah. But he better he better give reparations too if he want to save America, and no more of that stereotyping of criminals as a code word for inner city black people. Okay, remove that goddamn water. Okay, that toxic plutonium water, right? Um, and uh, give them reparations. There won't be no. Wait, first of all, there wasn't drugs in their communities in the first place, right? Those were planted there by the CIA, right? And we have historical evidence to support that. So, let me go to video 7.